Hello everyone, and welcome back to the first weekly reset for Destiny 2. I'm very excited to be jumping back into these every week. Of course, aside from the reset, tomorrow morning at 10 AM Pacific is the launch of the Destiny 2 raid called Leviathan. The raids, in my opinion, are definitely Destiny's strongest content, and for Destiny 2, it's a lot more accessible with the minimum required power of 260, which is not too difficult to earn. In fact, in this video, I'll show you where you can get some more powerful gear that is sure to boost you up to where you need to be for tomorrow's raid. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So very quickly, for those who may not be familiar with Destiny's reset system, essentially every Tuesday at 2 AM, some of the activities will reset so you can do them again and earn more loot. Particularly in Destiny 2, those refer to the Milestones. So this week we have a refresh on Milestones, we have the strike challenges available to complete, we have a flashpoint on Nessus, and of course that means additional bosses and more loot. And then we have the Nightfall, complete the weekly Nightfall strike. We have Call to Arms, win glory by participating in Crucible matches. And then we have Clan XP. That means if you contribute to your clan 5,000 points, you will be rewarded this engram. And as you can see, 4 of the 5 here do offer powerful engrams, so it's definitely going to be worth your time. The Flashpoint is about 4 or 5 public events, the Call to Arms is around 8 to 9 Crucible matches, and then Clan XP is just accumulated while you do your weekly activities, so 3 of the 4 you can do by yourself, which is of course a huge thumbs up. In addition to that, you can head over to Ikora Ray and play through some of the meditation missions. This is your opportunity to replay some of the campaign missions and earn some additional loot. For me, this is dropping about 10 light below where I am, so it might vary for you as well. And then, of course, don't forget that Cade does have new treasure maps. I think they are in sync with the Flashpoint. So here you can see Nessus is available, and you can pick up these for about 4,800 apiece. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of Glimmer, so I'm going to have to go out and get some Glimmer before I can get these maps. They're definitely going to be worth your time because you can get some pretty powerful gear. And the ones that fell for me were actually an increase in my power, which was very nice. Now, moving on to the Nightfall for the week, we have the Inverted Spire. Of course, it is available at 240 power and 300 for the prestige difficulty. The modifiers this week include Prism again. Bungie did let us know that the modifier that they were using for this week was not working properly, so they went back to Prism again. They also acknowledged that Prism is always supposed to show you the element on the bottom left-hand corner, so that's something that they're going to be fixing pretty soon. Aside from that, we have a new Time Warp modifier. This time it's called Rings, which means Vex time gates have appeared in the area, pass through them to discharge temporal energy and extend the mission timer. So this is a pretty cool modifier and actually makes the Nightfall pretty easy this week. But before we jump into that, I did want to quickly touch on the guided game system that did go live in its beta form. You can now select that from the director and you can choose the mode, whether you're going to be Seeker or a Guide. For the Nightfall, it shows the commitment time at around 45 minutes, which makes sense if you need to communicate, figure out your loadouts, and then maybe give it a few tries before you succeed. Aside from that, we can see that Nightfall tickets are required to be a Seeker. You will be granted them every season, it seems, and you'll have a limited number of them. Now, you can see here I have no tickets available, and that's because the guided games is for a randomly selected group of people. However, it looks like that I can be a guide if I want to. And of course, it has a requirement to be with at least 2 clanmates, which does make sense. Now, moving on to the Inverted Spire Strike, I'm not sure if it's easy just because we've done it so many times. I mean, if you've played this as much as I did during the beta, you've pretty much nailed it down exactly how it goes. But for the most part, it is the same as last week as far as the Prism goes. But of course, this time you have to earn your time back by jumping through literal hoops. The first set of rings is in this giant room where the Vex are going against the Cabal. The second one is in this giant open space with the 2 lieutenants, and I recommend clearing out as many enemies as possible before starting the rings. The worst thing you want to have happen is to activate the rings and have them despawn before you're ready. And I guess that brings me to my next point, is how the rings actually work. You have one single ring that is in the area, and then going through that activates the other ones, but you only have about a minute before they will despawn. So it's important to be coordinated with your team and to be able to take on all of the rings before they go away. especially in the third ring phase, which is where the drill is, and this can be pretty comedic as it is, and it can be definitely a pain to go through all of those loops in time. It took us a few runs to get it down, but we eventually got through it. For us, we managed to get to the boss with about 5 minutes remaining, and we had plenty of time to take him down. Now, as far as subclasses go, I would go with anything that does a lot of damage. I recommend the Celestial Nighthawk with the Gunslinger. That can be particularly devastating. Aside from that, I enjoyed having fun with the Titan. As you can see, we have a Dawnblade here, and even here towards the end where I died, my other clanmate was a Voidwalker, and it very conveniently switched to Void for him to take him out very quickly. And then, of course, you get all of that incredible loot. Aside from that, I'm going to be spending the rest of the night working on my other milestones for the week. I have my Hunter to still go through and the rest of the milestones on my Titan. Also, don't forget that my big Destiny 2 limited edition giveaway is going to end tonight at 11:59 p.m., so don't miss out and be sure to sign up if you haven't already. I'll be posting all of the links you need down below. So drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.